Απόψε θα σαλτάρω, θα τα πάρω, θα αγαθώ, θα αναστατώσω κάθε ένα τρελό εκπρόσωπο. Κολονό και Αλβανία, γουστάρω αληθεία, αλβανική μαφία, γουστάρω εγώ εδώ. Θα τελειώσω σε λίγο, να σου πω, γιατί έχω βαρεθεί το σκηνικό, αλλά γουστάρω να μιλώ.
No more crisis, please. We are fed up. Let's talk facts. This is what many Greeks are asking. Greeks who studied and worked abroad, but decided to go back, despite the crisis. Mirto is a video maker and activist. For some years now she's back in Athens, where she runs a project called City of Errors.
I can't say I make money per month. I don't make money every month. That's impossible. You have to be really well connected and really well known to do things, to do enough videos to make money in a month. At least in Greece, our sector is seriously underpaid. Like somebody will ask you for a video and a 3-minute video, and they'll be like, okay, can you do it with 100 euros? But I need to spend 5 days to make these videos. Many people in Athens, many people like me, they rent out their houses to tourists. Given the fact that wages are as low as 600 euros a month, you know, to somebody that works full-time, people have had to find other ways to make money.
When it comes to money, we are used to think in terms of products. But what if the products are given for free? And what if these free products come from years of research and experience, like that of George, the founder of Sci-Fi, a sort of ad-free Silicon Valley, well, room, just a few meters away from the Parthenon.
I saw that there were many products, scientific results, let's say, from EU-funded projects that simply stayed hidden. I thought of going and following a researcher's career, but there is a significant problem there that most new scientists face. The results of your efforts do not have a direct impact in the community because no one hears about them. So this is where sci-fi comes in. It's not about, but it's not only about communicating something. It's about building a final product directly usable by everyone. It's about sharing this thing in an open setting, let's say. So we actually allow and promote even people who want to take advantage of our open technologies for their own profit. So this can change the way people think about jobs.
You don't need to want to change the world to challenge the concept of making a living. Christina, according to common standards, would be way overeducated to produce olive oil, having studied art and also Italian language and culture, which she taught for years, before deciding to take over the family olive farm.
Sono io che mi occupo del marketing, della comunicazione, mio fratello che controlla tutta la coltivazione e ogni novembre arriva una famiglia di Romania che lavora con noi, sono 4 persone.
Quanta produzione riuscite a fare?
20.000 litri.
Ed esportate all'estero?
Sì, stiamo cercando di esportare tutta la quantità all'estero, adesso esportiamo solo una parte, però le cose vanno bene, vanno molto bene.
Kalimera, my name is Athena and this is Athens Calling. I'm here to propose a new way of tourism to you.
A whole population of qualified people, the same ones who usually appear in statistics as impoverished, frustrated, unemployed, are trying to stand up to create their own jobs and their own goals. Like Athena, who gave up on her dream to become a diplomat and is now working as a language teacher online.
I was teaching public international law for university students. This job wasn't very suitable for me because I've been working for, actually I've been studying for so many hours and actually I couldn't really work so many hours, so it wasn't really profitable. So I switched. I started teaching languages online, so slowly I started thinking to create my own business, and this is what I'm doing now.
For a small internal market like Greece, the amount of entrepreneurs who think business is a better option than public jobs is not so little. Stamoulis created the first chain of organic supermarkets in Greece. Since then, he's embarked in different businesses, doing what could be called in many ways, but the most appropriate one would probably be business developer.
The thing is that you must find someone who is passionate about something, and as a business developer you take that and you put it in lines and you help it develop and you help creativity come out and you help beautiful new things come out and you finally help this guy make a living out of it. When we stopped this business with the organic supermarkets, there have been more than 10-15 different businesses that had birth from our staff. So this thing made me really happy. It means that we have been doing a good work.
Recognizing the human capital, the jobs people can create, requires new concepts of production in order to reflect the facto reality into labor laws, into money, ideas into new forms of exchanging work for value. Stefania is a cultural manager who grew up abroad and came back to her homeland to engage in the so-called civic society. What she, like many others, is envisioning is not just a job, but a mission, a lifestyle, a dynamic social status as opposed to the current failing model of society.
We don't do campaigns. We don't really focus on words. We try to focus on actions, and often in a guerrilla way show that there is a different way of doing things. It's not clear yet that NGOs and generally the third sector is a real sector of the economy and that it can create jobs and that we need full-time staff. So even programs that focus on capacity building for NGOs in Greece, they still have limits in their salaries.
Dimitris and Sophie are running Impact Hub Athens, part of a global network of co-working spaces, a community of workers, mostly freelancers, with international experience and a local commitment.
It's a bet that we did, so we put it all of our savings.
We were traveling in different places of the world, having interviews, having focus groups, so I practically was learning the practice of an impact hub.
It took me around 8 years to finish the school, but in the meanwhile I was part of different organizations that they were working with environment, arts, youth development and youth entrepreneurship. We already had in the university the idea of making the Impact Hub in Athens, so each course it was let's say a chapter of the business plan.
We do everything from finance to invoicing to business development to cleaning to events production, so I'm working in every single thing, building the community, doing social media, so that in the end we build a resilient and solution-oriented Greek society.
Where will the money come from to support these new entrepreneurs? We invested in education and are lacking the monetary capitals to pay for the skills they hire.
A lot of young people, they don't even try to find a job. If they're in the university, they just continue up with their studies. At least you have a discounting in many things, and you continue a lifestyle that doesn't need a lot of expenses.
All the policies that have been announced by the European Union and all this, do they have any effect?
They give some credits, or loan or micro loans to open a new business in technology mostly. But if you don't have market and no market dynamic and no consumers, there's no future. Also, they give vouchers to young people to buy work placements part-time, a few €100 per month, which is just enough to cover their most basic expenses, not even the rent, just to buy their food. But this is not employment policy, this is just a way to stall things before they completely disintegrate.
Before they completely disintegrate, the Greeks will fall fighting, not crying out Sparta, but rather the word they invented, democracy.